welcome to my countdown to Disney and organisational video. Right, as I said previously, Disney requires an almost military level of planning in order to get the most out of it. So what I did was I created a spreadsheet, which I'll link up there. And you can see that what I did was I started out by assigning in each of the theme parks my resort or the airports a different colour, and then along the, you can tell that I haven't done graphs since I was at school, so along the x-axis, along, is it, yeah, it's the x-axis along, y-axis up, feel free to correct me. So along the x-axis I've put the dates, which for me is going to be the 1st all the way through to the 16th when I land back in London, and then I divided the day up into half-hour segments, and so I've taken that through from 7 AM up till midnight. Right, and realistically, I don't really want to spend too much more than that. I know there are times where the parks are open till 1 AM, but I think I can survive without that. So what I've done is I've started out the whole thing by marking out when I'm at Gatwick Airport. So you know, check in when the flight starts, when the flight lands, and then I've given myself 1.5 hours to clear customs and collect my luggage and get onto the magical express as to get me to the resort. And then the rest of it is just a horrible multicoloured clash of colours, and so I just colour in each thing. It's like, okay, so for example, on my third day, I've allocated myself all day in Magic Kingdom, so I've coloured all of that blue, and then I've put notes in there saying, right, okay, you need to catch a boat from Magic Kingdom to get over to Wilderness Lodge to get to the Artist Point dining experience. And again, on the probably key day for me, it's like, you know, screw my 50th birthday, it's May the 4th. I'm going to be in Hollywood Studios all damn day. So I've put in, okay, I'm building my lightsaber, I've got my lunch at Hollywood Brown Derby, I've got, or Derby, depending on which side of the pond you're on, and I've got my reservation for Olga's Cantina in there. And again, I'll relink another part of the spreadsheet at the bottom. I've started planning out what fast passes that I want to get on which day. Now I know I can't do that until I'm 60 days out. As you can see, still quite a fair way to go. But this gives me an idea of which fast passes I want to try to grab. So as you can see, even with this much notice, I've still got some blank areas as on there where I'm not sure what I'm going to do. You know, it's kind of difficult not having been to Disney World before, knowing how long to spend in each park. Because obviously there are some parks where I'm going to have more to do, because obviously some parks are more catering towards the younger end of the spectrum rather than the older end of the spectrum. So there's probably going to be more adult orientated things to do, perhaps in Epcot. You know, okay, there's a lot of closures there this year, than there would be in, say, Magic Kingdom, where you've got a lot of child orientated rides. But obviously Magic Kingdom is slightly larger in that it's got sort of like more rides per square foot or whatever. But I've tried to sort of like work it out and allocate, say 2 full days in each park. I can, what days I want to take my slightly larger camera, so that I can get better quality shots than I can on my phone. Although, to be fair, my phone camera is fast catching up, but it hasn't got the absolutely ridiculous zoom that my Nikon P900's got. But an 80 times optical zoom is just ridiculous. So I'm only going to take that into parks on certain days, because obviously it's quite a big bulky camera, and a lot of the rides I really don't want to take it on because it's just going to get it soaked. So I've got a cheap GoPro in a waterproof housing for when I want to record stuff like Splash Mountain or what have you. Also, this whole spreadsheet could go completely to pot. I could just decide halfway through the day, it's like, you know what, I cannot cope with this anymore. Well, there are far too many happy people here. Yeah, it's grinding my gears. I'm just going to go back to the hotel around midday and have a sleep. So, all of this meticulously planned and stuff could get out of the window. But again, no plan survives first contact with the enemy. So, yep, make plans, but you've also got to bear in mind that those plans could be absolutely screwed just by sort of like one little thing. That's like, you get blisters on day one. You're maybe not going to be wanting to walk around as much. So I'll sign off for now and give you a bit more updates nearer the time. I hope you had a good whatever it is you choose to celebrate around about December, and let's see what 2020 brings for us. I mean, for me, it's bringing being really old, and it's gonna bring my first trip to Disney World. So, what could possibly go wrong?